Hi there, Chrissy here at A Little Glam, A Lot of Mom. Thanks for tuning in to today's fall day in the life. I don't think I've ever shared a Friday day in the life, so today you'll get a peek of our Friday rhythm. Also, today I'm doing some fall decorating. Yes, I'm a little behind on the decorating this year, and so I'm sharing a few tips for sustainable fall decor, sustainability for the environment and budget, and more on the minimalistic side of holiday consumerism. So we've started the day in the kitchen together as usual. On Fridays, I dismiss my husband and oldest daughter because Fridays are her internship days at the garden. The evening prior, Ilani prepared her infamous homemade waffle batter for us, one of my favorite regular go-tos for breakfast. I also chopped some fruit for breakfast, and before Ilani took off for the morning, she prepared a batch of lavender lemonade for the day. Fall is just a second summer here in Florida. I also took some time in the morning for fall cleaning and decorating. So sustainable decor starts with sourcing for things you already own. I have a few curtains in rotation that I like to switch out every few seasons. I don't do this in every room, just a few, and it is a nice change and makes a big impact in a refreshed decor. Switching out canvases or wall decor is a minimalistic tip for holiday decorating. Rather than hanging various pieces of wall decor like garlands and banners, I think that swapping out a few of your regular wall hangings for a holiday or seasonal one is a bit more tasteful and makes a bigger impact. I didn't purchase any new fall-specific decor this year. However, I was gifted this Beauty by Tailored Canvas, and I'm excited to partner with them for this portion of the video. Tailored Canvas is a home decor company, and their mission is to create high-quality, personalized decor pieces that turn a house into a home. Tailored Canvas connects the customer with their designers and artisans for truly one-of-a-kind pieces. So the way it works is you get to choose from thousands of canvases. You personalize the canvas as much or little as you want, preview your canvas, and give the final okay before it ships, and adding the perfect personal touch to your home. I chose a 16 by 48 inch sign and had it customized to the saying, "I have seen the goodness of God," because it is true to my life. I have a testimony. Boy, do I have a testimony, and those who know me well and personally know and have seen the goodness of God over my life. I chose to display it on my favorite shelves over my couch, and every time I walk past my living room, I can't help but smile at this reminder of God's grace and goodness. Thank you, Tailored Canvas, for this perfect and meaningful piece. They've also kindly provided me with a discount code to share with you all. Check the description box for the link to this canvas style I chose, the Tailored Canvas website, and the coupon code to get the perfect canvas for any space. Alright, so I take a break from cleaning and decorating to prepare nature class with friends. This year, the kids and I host a nature class on Fridays with two homeschool friend families, and we're studying our beautiful state of Florida. I can't link our journals because I bought them at a local store, but it's a spiral bound with drawing paper, and I created a sticker for everyone's cover with our Cricut machine. The guide I'm using for this class is the Florida Nature Guide by Chicky and Rue, a full-year Charlotte Mason inspired curriculum. By the way, this binder is from Target, and I absolutely love it because it has the file folder accordion attached to the binder to hold those loose printables that don't need to be hole punched onto the rings. So there is a new topic to study each week, and so Lauren at Chicky and Rue provides this monthly calendar with a weekly breakdown in which she organizes the weekly topic into 5 days of the week. For example, on one day you'll do a nature journaling prompt, the next day is a craft or field observation, and so on. Then there's more detail to each weekly activity along with a book list and links to further resources. I chose this guide because of flexibility for the group. Of course, very much like my style, we don't follow or check every box, and we just customize it to work for us. We accomplish about 2 to 3 activities, including reading out loud from one of the 2 book suggestions. We always do the nature journaling portion and the craft. We try to pick a location that will allow the field observation as well. But if we don't get to it all, then it's something that each family can dig deeper on their own during the week. I also like that we can jump in and out any week and not miss a beat or worry about catch-ups. After group, we always break for lunch. We prepped pork and veggie dumplings earlier on this week. The kids have a blast making these, and they get more efficient at them every time we make them. We prepare big batches and store them in the fridge for the week. They take just a few minutes in the steamer. Serve with a favorite Asian sauce. My kids like my mixture of soy, sriracha, and honey, and it makes for a quick but healthy and homemade lunch. My other go-to for sustainable decor is to rotate my table runner. I can't exactly have a full table setting because it's just not practical for us, but I enjoy changing the table runner and centerpiece for the season. I normally don't buy anything new, again, just rotating and sourcing whatever I own, plants, candles, small signs for a new table spread. My most favorite tip for a sustainable decor is to take a moment to look for real. In a consumerism world that is so full of faux everything, look to nature for decor and opt for fresh or dried florals, stems, pine cones, branches. I love using wheat stems and dried olive branches for fall, cotton stems and fluffy and airy pampas grass for winter. I know eucalyptus wreaths are super trendy, but I don't understand why the faux, when the dried is more beautiful and with some careful packing and storage totes can last several years. Raffia grass is also super budget friendly and easy to work with for DIY wreaths as well. For fresh florals, I like to go with what's in season or just a seasonal color palette. My teen and I collect interesting jars and vintage cups for plant propagation, and they also make for fun and eclectic floral displays. I'm also one that prefers to spend my money on plants rather than decor. And for this season, I like to go for the warmer vibes, so I go with darker foliage. If you do go on a plant shopping spree, I just want to remind you that you will need to follow up with care as well. So please don't overindulge and end up with dead plants if you cannot add another responsibility to your week. My tip is to start with just 1 or 2 at a time. And so that leads me into my next tip, and that is swapping out plant pots and baskets. Think deeper hues for pots or natural dark toned baskets. Don't forget, you can also paint and customize clay pots. Alright, let's break from all the fall decor for some math. So during nature class, we completed our loop, which was a nature study, and in that we did handwriting in the nature journaling and copy work and read aloud. So all we have left is math and independent reading. We're starting with farm math. If you saw my fall planning video, then you're already familiar with this resource. The kids have voted to start with money work, so that's what we're doing today. I'll modify the activities for each little one depending on the skill level. Like I said, they already did handwriting in nature journaling, so we're going to skip the worksheets today and save them for our next math block, but I did want to take some of these ideas from the suggested games and concepts in this guide. With Noah, I'm working on coin value and skip counting by 5 with nickels and 10s with dimes. He's been working on skip counting in his current favorite math resource, this Star Wars workbook. He loves all things Star Wars, and so I picked up a few theme supplements for him this year. He's having lots of fun with this. Then together we'll play a round of money bags by learning resources. Bella is really good at this game and pretty much mastered it, but it was a great introduction to coins for her. This is the resource that made coin value click for her. So now we play it for and with Noah. As each player moves their pawn, they're required to make the change on the space they land on. The spinner dictates which coin you cannot use to make the change. So it's just great practice for adding coins. There's also space to make change for $1. I highly recommend this resource. Bella and I played a fun game I found on Teachers Pay Teachers called Coin Wars. So you pass out the cards evenly among two players and place your deck face down. Both players flip a card and count the coins. The player with the higher value card keeps both cards. If they're equal, we set them aside. Once the deck runs out, the player with the most card wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a coin war. I really appreciate that the cards include images of both the front and the back of each coin. This is such a great game for adding coins and efficient for quick mental math. I'll link it in the description box. And besides playing market, this is really the first time Luna is exposed to an official money lesson. So Luna and I will do some simple coin sorting together so that she becomes familiar with name and identifications of each coin. So everyone just completed independent reading. Noah is flying through this set. He's on to his third reader in this pack of 6 Star Wars readers by World of Reading. It says level 1, but I think that these are always a bit advanced, especially in these Star Wars stories. There are big words and names of characters. And today, Bella just finished this Avatar, The Last Airbender graphic novel, Imbalance, and this seems to be a continuation to the series. We borrowed these from the library and she loves them. I like that there is a good amount of reading in here anyway, but I'm not worried about that. We do plenty of literature throughout the day. I just want her to love and enjoy reading. Something else she loves about these is the author notes and insights on the margins. If you watched my last video, then you know that this year Bella and Noah are both book journaling as part of their language arts work. Today she chose this character comparison prompt. She compared 2 of the main protagonists and her favorite characters, Aang and Katara. And as for my teens, Friday is usually a shorter day, more unstructured day for them. Ailani is back from the garden, and so she's going to knock out an independent lesson, and my son is done for the day. He's going to be off with me for the gym here shortly. He plays with an open gym basketball league when he's not with the high school team. However, Noah wants to work on his Illustory kit, and so I'm going to sit with him for a few more minutes. His older sister gifted him this kit for his birthday because he loves creating books, and so we thought it would be so sweet to get one published. Everything contained in the Illustory kit allows a child to write and illustrate their own full-color, 20-page, professionally printed hardcover book. The kit includes the order form, instructions, an envelope with paid postage, and the pages with extras for the book, including a back and cover. Also included in the kit is this guide to writing and illustrating the story. The guide has information on different types of stories, book ideas, prompts for brainstorming, story planning like who's in the story, when and where, or the main problem or question that is resolved or not resolved at the end, and how it's solved. A list of adjectives and how to use punctuation. The About the Author feature gives a child the option to be showcased as the published author on the book's back cover. This is just an awesome educational gift or even supplemental resource to language arts. Noah is practicing creative writing, grammar, handwriting, art, not to mention creativity and imagination. Alright, so another way I refresh my decor is by rotating my bedding, and this is a habit I do every few months anyway to extend the life of my comforters. I learned this as a young girl from my mom. We all have or own 2 sets and no more for each bed and use it until its end. We also buy 100% cotton, which tends to last longer and holds up to washes. I tend to go for neutral bedding, but with just some slight variances for the seasons. Swapping out throw pillows is an easy way to refresh your decor. However, storing throw pillows takes up a lot of space, even in the vacuum seal bags, and I don't have the space. So instead, I rotate throw pillow covers, which is also efficient to extending the life of the actual pillow. And as you can see here, my teen prefers bolder and more eclectic bedding. We rotated her bedding in late September because this set was actually one of our birthday gifts to her. And I just love the cozy autumn feel with the mushrooms and mustard bedding. For spring and summer, she has this beautiful yellow floral comforter. Alright, it's time to carve out some self-care time, and for me, that's movement. So I took an hour and a half for myself at the gym and a nice shower, and now I'm refilled to continue to pour. While the young kids play in the yard with their neighborhood friends, I set the mood, and soon I will head to the kitchen to prepare a relaxed Friday night dinner.
Your latest love can never last, and when it's past.
But first, I'll share my last idea for sustainable holiday decor. I know a lot of people switch their kitchenware, dinner, and plates for the holidays. I don't switch at all, but I do like to have a nice table setting for Thanksgiving that's not disposables. So can I encourage you to shop secondhand? I know thrifted is not for everyone, and there are some secondhand items where I draw the line: utensils, linens, undergarments, but plates and cups can be disinfected in the dishwasher. I found green appetizer plates, I love green, that I'll pair with my white dinner plates. I also thrifted these fun amber glass cups on pumpkin coasters I already own, and dyed cheesecloth that I use to cover bowls and pastries, baked goods, and they also double as napkins. And finally, it's time to prep dinner. It's about an hour later than our usual weekday routine. Everyone is hungry, but it's okay. It's the weekend. Friday nights are usually very relaxed, and we're having a movie night. So I'm making pita pizzas. We love fresh veggies as toppings. I'm chopping tomatoes, red and yellow peppers, jalapeno, onions, basil. I'm also sauteing sausage in the pan, and I use the drippings to saute onion and garlic and tomato to spruce up a jar marinara sauce. I use the freshest mozzarella I can source, assemble it all. It bakes in the oven and it's delicious. We don't order takeout pizza anymore. Also, I could never get an aftershot of my dinners because cooking for 7 people can get so hectic and goes by too quick. Anyway, I did end up carrying several of these pizzas outside on the patio because the weather is just too pleasant and no one wants to step indoors. Alright friends, so we're winding down here. By now, it's my favorite hour of the day. I call it the golden hour in my house. And how perfect and sweet is this clip of the kids' shadows as they hang out on the patio. I'm going to join them all outside now. Thanks for being here. If you enjoy my seasonal day in the life videos, please let me know in the comments or with a thumbs up so I know to keep them coming. Stay warm, you guys.